Indian news ma kwaba assign the ba wan kasa fidie so bio. Na maka trust before anything else na just a share na ebiem so kwa na wo subscribe to your channel no. What's the political news there? Never governance. We catch you sa pan put to forma yet. Na pan to forma yet there. Ane na nsem foforo bi enso asan esi. Benim say what the nsem ade ban na ya na ya wote na ya wohwe na ya wofen so. Nti no nsem foforo bi esi a India news yan so pan ye to for me baby ati nyina chi no yensa atumi aka bi na yaso enso atimi atisa nsem bi. Yentie nsem member sisi a na mpanifo mpo se kakom no ye che no koku enum de ba. Before that no subscribe to your channel no. Sabeka all other news a fa politics one the opposite what tie no ho etie ba ebe ba bia susu anso person de body no fa na de asie bia no so fa comment enso to ase ne yenkenkan informaw de ready na emeko yentie nsem member sisi a utie no fa comment to ase ba de emfa nchemu no so ento aso yentie mra
se duru ba bi na wa nya obi ama na nka no kra nkyere wa sa hyase no ubehwe ntem Journalist Mahama what shall say ye but you see so we take action bia men din crophobia chi because on crofo ne de say ne ye pe wansem o ye be ye eye na na Akufo I remember samre no obia MPP for eye de wo ye na ye toa so 110 ministers na Akufo do adodi ne e kanfo ne e kanfo ne e kanfo ne e ka chos de na Akufo do ye MPP fu mu be hu amane o se toa so na toa so sa Journalist Mahama me pese me bo won sem bi kirew ye fa ni total recall na emre bi mibusa wo se emre na wo aban mu no na wo ye president no etu onwa asem sei na wo kan enti mibusa se oba onso de to ni bi ba beto so ana efri se na anu bi na wo kire die nti a e wo se Ghana fo tua to na anu bi na Ghana fo complain se ennyoma na ye tua no ne boarding dodo tie de wo kan Journalist Mahama tie de o kan Inshira 104.5 bra Facebook na yentie Journalist Mahama then time no ye president no na Ghana fo complain se ennyoma no ne dum so ne electricity ne boa ye den yentie de o kan.
The president highlighted his government's pursuit of fiscal prudence and called for national unity. Joy FM's Jifa Bampo sought some answers to foreseeable economic hardships on the heel of tariff and tax adjustments in 2014 and the reason for deputy communication.
In 2014, na Ghana for, despite the doom sono, na Ghana for electricity ye complaining into Joy FM. Yes, sister Bakwa, we say we free Jifa Bampo. Ebusan say, baby, Ghana for do ya wuguswa o tutu money electricity. Journalist Mahama. Adentina wo yesa. Yenche de Mahama kai.
Communication Minister Victoria Hammer's dismissal. The president elaborated on the necessity for tariff and tax adjustments, but did not speak to Victoria Hammer's dismissal.
You have to adjust tariffs to make it attractive, or else then you must find money in the budget to subsidize the electricity tariffs. And if you do so, how do you build the secondary schools that you promised the people? How do you provide the district hospitals? How do you provide the CHIPS compounds? So governance is a difficult business. Difficult decisions need to be taken. An investment, and the mark of leadership is you take difficult decisions when they need to be taken. And that's what I've done. I believe 2014 is going to be a good year, and it's going to be the start of good things for Ghana.
I'm very happy. I'm going to interview.
Mama, me say Kobim. We Journalist Mahama part 1. Emrebi na Ghana for in 2014. Na sabre na ye wo dumsum no. Journalist Mahama. Na yasa to electricity buoma Ghana for complaining. En ye busan senti adenti no waye sa wo bra ye ho kire yen. Journalist Mahama say e wose woye because yen no was ogisika ni free ho because ye to abama president say enyoma ni bi wo ho a e wose woye e den kure wose woye e no share bo say saa de na waye ni ntino ye behu sunsunsanso enche but I'm sure say nyina anim 2014 2015 emudum so
Communication Minister Victoria Hama's dismissal. The president elaborated on the necessity for tariff and tax adjustments, but did not speak to Victoria Hama's dismissal.
You have to adjust tariffs to make it attractive, or else then you must find money in the budget to subsidize the electricity tariffs. And if you do so, how do you build the secondary schools that you promised the people? How do you provide the district hospitals? How do you provide the CHIPS compounds? So governance is a difficult business. Difficult decisions need to be taken. And the mark of leadership is you take difficult decisions when they need to be taken.
Enti se utie na ohwe Yewura John Mahama ni posta ne na dwempo pa na oyobi a ogitu mu se electricity se wosi etua de wosi etua oyobi a ompese eka be gu ho bebre ni ntino se Ghana fo kura esu na wo se electricity bo kosoro a e wo se yetua nti se Ghana fo esu se electricity tuwa ni etuma oye president a obeji atum se yetua kai se MPP abai the whole of the 8 years no o man to electricity be mu bebre eye na na ododankwa Akufo-Addo. The records are there and later I'll prove to you na na Akufo-Addo time or shall say so to a getting closer to the government, but from 2017 throughout to 20 now on your obia now ototo to electricity bill mu in fact oteti ebi kraso Yewura John Mahama at that time. And the issue of taxes etwo yentie sa brena na oka etwo ehho asem in 2024 Sabre na Yewura John Mahama na oka etuo ene ekwan ya nana dodankwa Akufo-Addo ode etuo bi atoto so ama Ghana esu miwia mesa kobo na de bi oka ye samre na no ye president de enti a omampanyi bi ade etuo etoto ne manfo so we ye 2024 yenti Yewura John Mahama.
Primary deficit is the clearest indicator of fiscal indiscipline. This extraordinarily large deficit needs to be financed through further borrowing. It was in a desperate effort to raise revenue to meet these obligations after squandering all the resources generated.
Pacho, monitor the words. What I am doing in research, a kind of content analysis. So we are researcher. If it be content analysis ne say, dear amonyoni ne kano, e bia where the bia will use ye biano. Na wa peke, na wo de ye wa asem e analyze it. Do na ya na Ghana for etie ni tra. Ba me pesa wo sign ade na say, according to Yewura John Mahama in opposition no, de na o kan say omo rezi revenue na Akufo-Addo mu ejiji sika no, squandering tres o me disika no. Squandering, according to John Mahama, no, omed disikano. Me say come back, niti sa squandering.
To raise revenue to meet these obligations after squandering all the resources generated, the government imposed a tall list of taxes in the 2021 budget, which have inflicted severe pain and suffering on Ghanaians. In effect, they punish Ghanaians for their own mishandling of the economy.
According to Yewura John Mahama no, Nana Akufo-Addo etwe yaso wo ennioma o man kasa aye no eno nti no mde eto se de be ebenya sika bebri nti yi levi ni bet ne ho ahwan ni nyina kosi se Nana Akufo-Addo ni MPP edi sika no ma gi sika na di nti omode saa asotwe ne ma yen Ghana fo a tio yen Ghana fo a yeyeti ye baabi nti Nana Akufo-Addo kodi sabi okotre akwawi ni mako na aponkyerani ye Ghana fo no yeti hu fifiri nti ema Ghana fo ye ho kyere yen. This was according to candidate John Dramani Mahama.
The pain and suffering that these taxes have brought, leading to the rampant increases in prices of goods and services, stem directly from the gaping hole in our finances occasioned by the reckless election-related expenditure of 2020.
Nti samre ni nyina no elections ho nyoma nti sika bi wo ho a na MPP aba edi ne left and right. And nti na e wo se omode eto bebre to ye so na ye ho kire yen. But see ha emre bi yebusa Yewra John Mahama se Yewra wo ye president eto yi aya aban de to so no eya na Ghana for ye ho kire ye dodo. Nti efa to ho odwene ho sei.
Because the thing about government investment and expenditure is the money doesn't come from anywhere, it comes from ourselves. And especially you have a country where the number of people who know that they must pay a tax on income do not exceed 30% of the population. Almost 70% of the population pay only indirect taxes. And so you either have to go and knock the shop and take a daily rate. And at the end of the year, we're all supposed to go and file our taxes and declare our incomes. And you say, okay, you pay 1,000 Ghana, you pay 500, you pay this. 70% or more of our people don't file their tax returns. And so the only way you can raise money, really, is through...
According to John Dramani Mahama at that time, no, you're president, no. Or say, the only way, you can't the only way, once you can say Jesus is the only way. Until I'm saying, yeah, content analysis. Yewra John Mahama, our president nim say, yentimi fa kwenya bia so ye pese enye sika wo man ni mu a. Nemum ekwan ba ko pe a ubetimi ama sika ba aban mu no e na wo to aso no. The only way to aso.
70% or more of our people don't file their tax returns. And so the only way you can raise money, really, is through the tax system. And the only way you can get everybody to contribute is through indirect taxes. And
you can't indirect tax. Indirect tax ne ye toa. And no de yentiwo emma wani so unhu. Nemom oto ade bia ne atew. Nti yemfa ne se bia okoto aduane ana wakọ shopping mall ana wakọ restaurant. Udidi a aduane ni nyina no ne calculate eto bi akaso ne ye indirect. Okoto petrol ne atew ano no wu hye dan hu odi ane se wato petrol. Nti according to John Dramani Mahama, John Mahama part 1 no na o say esense Ghana for hye dan tua direct tax say bia income o ye tua ni sika ye tetetete no. The only way ne say fafa bibia fa ni indirect ne say ene eye dan a wo ye Ghana ni nkoa dia obenum nsuo obeto petrol obefa car obedidi sa anyoma no fa gina ho netete no. This was papa justifying
consumption of petroleum products. And so those who consume more, if you have a V8 and you buy more petrol, then you're paying more tax. If you sit in the trotro, you're paying less tax because 15 of you are in the trotro using the same fuel. And so those are some of the things that we're faced with.
When he was defending DNTia or the etuo bebre ato Ghana for so, despite the fact that Ghana for say Yewra John Mahama at that time near Hochri no or be explaining say because yenche to or defifa indirect tax in intino. This is the reason tia or yes sir. Yento aswe John Mahama, president.
It's not every decision that would be popular. But what was I elected for as president? To take popular decisions? If I took popular decisions to make you happy with me, this country would be in the ground by now.
According to Yem Papa John Dramani Mahama no, or say, any decision bia we your mampenya ube teki ene beye nipa de. Nanso di nti ne to aba ma no. Ya nto aba ma ne se ommeye nneoma beye Ghana fo nyina de. Se o ye to aba ma ne se bibi oba bia nya Ghana fo nyina de a omman ebe kofom. Ebe kofom, ebe breki. Ma yen wie na afimi wi am question person busa me busa o say samre na ye to man ne nnwoma na no ye na Ghana fo complain no a no say osusu say no onim so oba bewe because samre ni nyina no ne nyina nim so oba bewe because of nnwoma ne posture. According to him no na ɔyɛ saa nnwuma no because wanyɛ saa ɔman no ɛbɛkɔ fam nti Yɛwura John Mahama yɛ obi a ɔgye di sɛ ɛtoɔ deɛ ɛyɛ na saa toɔ no wobɛgye nso a fa hyehyɛ baabi ebi te sɛ petrol mu because ɛyɛ dan a ɛno deɛ wobɛforo toa so
tough decisions. I mean, do I take pleasure in imposing taxes on people as if, you know, you just take a pleasure in doing it? You don't. But you look at the alternative, and the alternative is worse. And so you must take decisions that are in the national interest. The benefits might not be seen immediately, but then in future people will see what benefits they have accrued.
According to John Dramani Mahama, President, Part 1, no, Samreno, or say, Sabi, ono awoi, enye te se n'ani gye tio, enye te se n'ani gye se ode eto etoto Ghana forso. Nanso se ya anya, sabi, enye n'ani gye se tio, enye n'ani gye se ode eto etoto Ghana forso. But there was a way, na eboa Ghana dachi. Question na mpese mibuseni. Yɛwura John Mahama eni die kwaso mibusa question we. Enti Nana Akufo-Addo de na ye nanigye se odi e-levy beto so mpese mbusa o Nana Addo Akufo-Addo ye mpapa pese mbusa se sa abre na odi e-levy eto so no Nana Akufo-Addo odi betting tax eba Nana Akufo-Addo odi COVID-19 levy eba ene eto bebre na odi ba ni e complain no na ye Nana Addo Akufo-Addo ne pe na ye nanigye se odi beto so ana na oni atenka na onye nipa na Nana Addo Akufo-Addo na onye nipa na oni atenka na nakoma edin enti na oye na adwen se obema Ghana fo ho akire wo mu ana me pese me busa.
Unlike traditional universities,
me pese me say busa se wo na ye president se ye true say Nana Akufo-Addo agi sika ni di ya ma ye hu se sa sika no odi ye me say busa Yɛwura John Mahama Nana Addo Akufo-Addo e-levy ni betting tax no Ojiji ye ni ekoni bottom odi sa sika na na se Nana Akufo-Addo di e-levy na na okono oyi e-levy ni kose ni bottom di ya ma ye hu betting tax no se ojiwie ye no odi kogu na accounts ma ye hu according to you no o say de enti odi gu so no ene se obobo ka bi enti na wo se ojiji sika no na eja ode ye de ode ye enti na no pa mi busa Yɛwura John Mahama se wo na ye president books ni nyina ekutaw na Nana Addo Akufo-Addo e-levy na mo so wa hu de odi sika na na sika no odi betting tax sika no ofaye ka kire yen COVID-19 levy no ekogu Nana Addo Akufo-Addo ni bottom na